guys, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Maya. I do videos with my husband Manny, and we have just been vlogging our journey as new parents. So if you'd like to follow us on this journey, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below and turn on your notifications. That way you get notified every time we post a new video. So today's video is going to be all things pumping. I've got a lot of questions on my Instagram to just go through like my pumping process, how I pump, what I use to pump, and all that good stuff. So that's going to be today's video, but I just wanted to do a little vlog. Here's Brave. He's been liking his pacifier so much more. So he takes it now when he plays, which is awesome because before he like would not. Today's Saturday, we're just hanging out at home. He loves this little book, and when we have to lay him down and like go do stuff, we'll just hang it by the little chain right here, and he loves to just look at it. It's a black and white book, which you guys know he loves anything black and white because of the sensory. Say hi! Say hi! This is his little book that he likes to stare at, or in these little toys that we got on Amazon as well. He loves them. And there's Manny. He just got back from doing the laundry, walking the dog.
Hi.
Oh, it's so dark. Today is Father's Day weekend, guys.
And she has me cleaning.
No, I haven't. Sorry.
I'm doing chores. Just kidding.
So, if you guys don't follow us on Instagram, or if you don't follow Manny on Instagram, follow us now. That's the plug. Here's bloop, bloop. No, but if you guys don't follow us on Instagram, you guys would not have seen that I got Manny Father's Day gifts and I hid them, and then he found them. So he has nothing to open on Father's Day because he found his gifts and he opened them. I got him a pair of new shoes and I got him some sunglasses. There's no surprise, so Father's Day's tomorrow, and he got him like a week ago, huh babe?
Yeah, I've been wearing them.
Yeah, he's been wearing his gifts like every day this week, so I got him gifts, but it's not really a surprise anymore. Hi babe, say hi to the vlog. Say hi. Say hi. He's super happy. He's gonna have to go down for a nap right now, but I want to show you guys.
Our house is dirty. This is a reality sometimes.
This is what we call dirty.
It is pretty dirty.
I just cleaned yesterday. Okay guys, so since we're talking all things pumping, I'm gonna show you the pumping bag that I use, because you guys were asking me if I use like a manual one or an electric one. So this is the pump that I use. I've shown it before in my baby essentials video. It's the Medela one, and inside it comes with 4 of these bottles, 4 of these pumping bottles, 2 of the little flanges. So this is the set that I use, and it also comes with like, you can make this battery operated, so that's really cool. And you don't have to be like plugged into the wall. And then it's like a carrying case. So this is the one that I've been using. And then over here, we like to keep everything for his pumping and bottles like really separate from our stuff. So we use a different brush, obviously, like a baby cleaning brush, and even different soap for his bottles and for his pumping parts, like the stuff that I pump with. As of recently, we've started using baby bottle drying rack just because we like to keep everything clean and sterile for him. We don't like putting his stuff with our stuff. I don't even like putting like his bottles and stuff when I have dirty dishes, like our dirty dishes. I don't like keeping it all in the sink together. I like it to be all separate. If you're gonna be pumping, you're gonna be using this so much. This one's from the brand TERMICHY.
TERMICHY is a fast-growing company that sells many different baby products. They provide baby bottle racks, portable baby formula dispensers, baby food feeders, baby food storage containers, and so much more. And guys, they're on Amazon, which is so convenient since a lot of us new parents aren't going out and shopping right now because of everything that's going on in the world. You can just buy it on Amazon and get it shipped directly to your door. We absolutely love the rack they sent us because it was so easy to install. I think it took me all of 60 seconds to put it together. They also have a travel baby bottle drying rack. It's compact in size, so it's perfect for when you're visiting family and friends or traveling with your baby. We recently went over to our mom's house, and it was so easy to put in our diaper bag and travel with. TERMICHY's products are so functional and clutter-free. We love that these racks don't take up much space on our countertops. The great thing about TERMICHY's products is that they are made of food-grade materials, non-toxic, lead-free, BPA-free, so basically, there's no harmful chemicals that will make their way into your baby's food. The best thing about these drying racks is that they are only $14.99. It's such a steal for the quality of the product. Thank you, TERMICHY, for providing quality products that simply work.
Okay, so it's time for the baby's nap. So Manny is going to be putting the baby to sleep, and I'm going to be answering your guys' questions. Every time I do a video request or anytime I do like a Q&A, ask me questions, like it's always all things pumping. So okay guys, so before I get started talking about all things pumping, like I said before, a huge part of pumping is cleaning the pumping bottles, which is a drag. Cleaning the pumping bottles, cleaning the actual baby bottles, sanitizing. That's a huge thing that people forget about with pumping. For us, a drying rack was like a huge help and a necessity for us to keep his things clean, sanitized, and just separate from everything that we use. So we wanted to do a giveaway. We're going to be giving away the TERMICHY baby bottle drying rack along with the TERMICHY baby bottle traveling one, which is a huge thing. I go to my mom's house probably every week, and when I go there we take bottles, I pump, so we also use that one, and it comes with a baby bottle cleaning brush, so that's like a huge necessity. It's super small, compact, and it's just like easy to carry anywhere with you because it's not like this big huge bulky drying rack that you have to carry. It's like compact, it's super nice to take with you anywhere. So we're going to be giving away those two drying racks. So if you guys want to enter this giveaway, all you have to do is like this video, subscribe to our channel, and comment down below when you're done, and that's all it is to it. I'm sure you guys will love it just as much as we do. Even if you guys aren't pumping and you guys just use formula, it's good for baby bottles and pacifiers if you're cleaning them and sanitizing them. If you guys are planning on pumping, just know it takes so much of your time. Breastfeeding in general, breastfeeding and pumping is just going to be like a huge time consumer. So it's just gonna take up a lot of your time. So whatever fits with your schedule, do it. So in the beginning, when he was born, I was trying to create like this huge milk stash because in all these mommy groups, they would show the freezers and it would be like stacks on stacks on stacks. It was like not even any food in the freezer. It was literally just milk. So I was like, I need like all this milk in my freezer. I need to have so much of it. When in reality, I really didn't, but I just assumed that I did because of all these moms showing me what they did. So I was trying to pump a lot. In the newborn phase, he was eating every 3 hours. He would eat at 5 a.m. and then again at 8 a.m. I would feed him, and then as soon as I put him back to sleep at 5 in the morning, I would pump. So since the beginning, I would feed him from one side, and then like around 6 a.m. I would pump from both boobs, and I would pump for like 45 minutes or until like I felt satisfied with how much milk that I got. So I would just sit there for like 45 minutes till like 7ish and really just pump, and I would get like 3 ounces from each side, and he was only eating like 2 ounces. That's how my milk stash started to grow, because I was pumping like 3 ounces from each side and he was only eating 2. And then he would eat at 8 a.m. and then he wouldn't eat again till 11. Every time I would feed him, I would take him off, I would wait like an hour, and then I would pump. He would feed again in the next 3 hours. In the morning, I would get, like I said before, it would be like 3 ounces from each boob, but sometimes it would be like 5 ounces because in the morning you get the most milk. That's even true still now. Like if I pump early in the morning, I get so much milk. So if you're trying to get a lot of milk, try pumping early in the morning or try pumping in the night. That's when you get the most milk. So in the beginning, he wasn't really drinking bottles, so my milk stash was kind of growing. And then because my boobs were hurting a lot, I started giving him like all the milk because I was like, I just can't breastfeed right now. It hurts so bad, pumping feels better. So I would give him the bottle and then I would pump. I'd give him the bottle and then I would pump. And then like in the night, if he wouldn't wake up and eat, because when he was a newborn, he would sleep like 5-6 hours straight in the night. I would still wake up and pump, because if you're not pumping, your milk supply is going to start to decrease. So I would still wake up in the middle of the night and pump. I stopped pumping and giving him bottles for a few weeks actually, just because it was getting hard when I was home alone to sit there for like 45 minutes and hold pumping things and sitting there for 45 minutes by myself while I had the baby alone. So I kind of waited till I was comfortable enough to start pumping again, and that kind of ruined my milk supply because I was producing just what he needed. My body was used to only feeding every 2 hours from one side, and it wasn't producing like any extra milk to pump. It was literally just to feed him, and that was enough. So now I had to reestablish the oversupply almost. I didn't want like an oversupply where I'm like leaking all the time, but an oversupply enough to pump, and I kind of had to like reestablish that whole thing, which sucks. So if you're pumping, try not to stop pumping and then go back to it. It just makes it way harder. So my routine looks a lot different now. Now what I do is he eats every 2 hours. Say he eats from the left side at like 8 a.m. He'll eat from the left side. He'll really like drain it out. I'll burp him, put him down to play, and then I'll pump only on the left side. One, to kind of tell my body that I need more milk. So I leave it there for like 10 minutes, and sometimes I like won't get anything because the baby like drained like everything out, and sometimes I'll get like an ounce, maybe 2 ounces. It just depends. It's different every time, because if you're pumping off the boob that your baby just ate from, like chances are you're not going to get much from it, but it's just telling your body that you need more milk. I only do it from one side, even if it's just a little like tiny bit, even if it's like an ounce or like less than an ounce. I'll leave it throughout the day. I'll just keep adding to it. Eventually that'll build up into having like an actual bottle. So then I'll do that, and then like in 2 hours I'll do the same thing. He'll feed from the right side, and then I'll pump from the same side, just to like tell my body I need more milk, and to just get like a little bit extra just so I can add to make enough for a bottle. That's what I'll do during the day when I'm by myself. And then when Manny gets home from work, we give him 1 bottle a day. The reason why we give him a bottle is, one, because I want him to be used to being able to take a bottle, so that if we ever have to go anywhere, he can be fed by someone else. But on a like everyday basis, I just want him and Manny to be able to bond, and him to know that he's not only fed from me, that like his dad can feed him too. He takes the bottle when Manny gets home from work, and he'll be good for the next 2 hours. Say I fed him at 5 o'clock, and then the next time he's gonna eat is at 7 o'clock. At like 6:30 I'll start pumping from both sides. Sometimes it takes like 10 minutes and I'll have like the supply that I want, and sometimes it'll take like 20-30 minutes. It just depends. Everyone's different, and every time that I pump, it's different. I do that once a day, so I pump like pretty much all day, but only from one side for like 5-10 minutes all day while I'm by myself. And then when Manny's here, I pump from both sides. So I'll pump, and I just kind of wait till he drinks about 3.5-4 ounces, so I try to get like 2 bottles worth out of it. I posted a picture, I'm gonna add it like right here. I posted a picture on Instagram of how much I pumped from one side, and I just want you guys to know, because I got a lot of DMs saying like, oh my gosh, I wish I could pump that. I only pump 1 ounce, I only pump 2 ounces. For me, it's different every day. So this is like the highlight. Obviously it's Instagram, it's like the highlight of what I pump. Like some days I'll pump like 5-6 ounces, 4 ounces from one side, and then some days I'll pump like 1 to 2 ounces from that side. It's different, it fluctuates all the time, so don't like be down on yourself. It changes all the time. So that's been my routine. I'm gonna answer a few questions that you guys have sent me on Instagram. Okay, so how often do you pump in a day, and how often do you breastfeed? So I basically pump every 2 hours, but I'm not like sitting there trying to get a bottle's worth, if that makes sense. I'm just kind of emptying out my boob to, again, tell my body I need more, and to kind of get that little extra. So every 2 hours, but then once a day I'm like fully pumping with the 2, and breastfeeding pretty much every feeding besides once a day. When did you start pumping to store? So I haven't actually started pumping to store yet, like to actually build like a huge stash. I haven't really done that, just because since we're only feeding him once a day, I don't really need like bags on bags on bags, because if I was feeding him like 4 or 5 times a day with the bottle, I would obviously need like a bigger stash just to make sure that it's constant. But just because we're feeding him only once on the bottle, I really only need like a few bags in there at all times. So right now I try to keep between 5 to 10 bags. We use it, and then I pump and I replace it, reuse it, I replace it. But I really want to start building like an actual stash, like where I have like 30 to 40 bags of milk in the freezer. That way I don't have to like, because if I miss a day of pumping, I get so stressed out, because I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't have enough, like, or I only have like 3 bags in the freezer now, I only have 4 bags in the freezer now. So I try not to miss like a day of pumping, but it would be so nice to have like so many bags of milk that if I were to miss a day of pumping, I would be okay. But right now that's not really like an option. I can't really miss a day of pumping, because if not, then I don't have like the milk for Manny to feed him. So yeah, that's kind of my pumping routine. Sorry, this has been probably all over the place. I just wanted to get on here and kind of just tell you guys what I've been doing. Leave your guys's pumping routines down below and your video requests, and we'll see you guys in our next video. Bye.